NASCAR segment. So we're going to make you talk some NASCAR with us. No, I'm just kidding.
It won't be a very good conversation.
It was a lot of fun, though. I sent you a text and stuff from the dirt track on Thursday, and I just think it's a great idea to merge those races together. And I'm not going to ask for your professional analysis of NASCAR, but just to be at Indianapolis for a race, how cool is that?
Well, I was listening, and I'm just sitting here wondering that isn't IMS the most popular track in the country? Maybe Daytona might be.
The world.
I don't think.
The world.
Yeah, in the world. And NASCAR is the most popular racing series in the country, right? So how come the two it can't be the greatest, race every year? I know Daytona is the Super Bowl for NASCAR, right? But how come that Indianapolis Motor Speedway and NASCAR can't get it right? If that's the most popular racing series and the most popular track in the world, how come that's not a good marriage?
Well, the reason sounds very high level, but I'll give you the high level of it is that it's the engineering of the track. The track was designed to be a fast oval for IndyCar. The problem with that is that you can't. Engineering aspects is hard to keep to get your race cars fast enough so that they can pass each other and go 3 wide and 4 wide. And that's a little bit about what Tony was talking about. If they could just figure out how to get good racing. The problem is you're not getting good racing there. It's great to have it there as a tradition to say, hey, I'm at Indianapolis. Hey, I'm at Daytona. It would be cool to see IndyCar at Daytona. I don't think that marriage work. I think if Daytona brought IndyCar, you'd see the same problems that you're seeing there. So we'll see what happens. Absolutely.
Yeah. That is the extent of me trying to come up with a good question for racing.
That's okay. Let's talk about this. We're going to go to a break and come back and get into college football. But you were at the Louisville game last week. First of all, how was it? And did you see the cheerleader shot to the nose? I don't know. I didn't see it. I've just seen the highlights of it.
I didn't see it when it happened live. Ian Book threw about 3 or 4 passes out of bounds that game to avoid getting sacks, or maybe just nobody's open, throws the ball away. So I didn't see the cheerleader getting. I think she's actually part of the dance team, but I didn't see her get hit. Obviously, when you're there live, it's just afterwards. But I think it's pretty cool because she's gained a little bit of popularity because of this happened, and she's riding that wave on social media. Like, she's milking it for all that it's worth. And I think Ian Book even slid into her DMs there and with an apology.
You said, I think Ian Book even slid into her.
Yeah, in the DMs, Tom. That's what the young guys say. That's
what is going on with you, man? You're giving me all kinds of free softballs. Never mind. You said, all right, all the girls, put your hands over your ears. We're going to do some guy talk here. You said Ian Book slid into her.
Yeah, into her DMs.
Never mind. Guy talk slid into her DM. I mean, I don't know. My mind's going in all different directions, and I don't know.
Tom, DMs is the millennial term for direct messages.
I get it. I was going somewhere else with it. Hold on, I think
I'll put some clarity into this before it gets too far.
Hi, welcome to The Balance. Who's this?
Gentlemen, Mike in Pittsburgh. How you doing?
Hey, Mike, how are you, sir? How's things going in Pittsburgh land? You got to be happy about Antonio Brown right now, right?
Well, believe it or not, I'm living in Pittsburgh and I'm not a Steeler fan, so I'm looking at the angle how can AB screw the Steelers, and here it is.
Okay,
you go to the
Patriots.
Listening. You go to the Patriots now. Obviously, no team is going to give him guaranteed money now. You psychologically convince Brown that he wants to screw it to the Steelers and I think he buys in for this year. Obviously, you can't count on this guy for an extended period of time, but I think he is very mentally challenged. Let's be honest, he's a great athlete, but if he's a normal person, this guy has some major issues. So
No,
I think New England, if you're New England, you sign him to some contract like the Raiders were trying to do. Looking today at game by game instead of guaranteed money, and throw it out there. This is the way you screw the Steelers. This is the way you show Gruden and the Raiders and Maylock that, hey, look, I screwed you too. And you're going to get him for nothing. It's an absolute, you know Belichick. He's ruthless. If Brown comes in and starts this, he'll just get rid of him. But that's exactly what the Patriots need now. They need a receiver. Just think of him and Josh Gordon on both sides of the line. Doesn't that make up for Gronkowski?
No, I tell you what a smart move it would be. I mean, I'm not a New England fan. I'm not a New England fan at all, but to see Antonio Brown, it makes sense. I can't see how you can do what he did in Oakland if you're a regular employee anywhere else, and you do what he did. Rick, you could chime in too, but you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do the things, and he's a diva in a big way. And Rick Riggin, I know you're a big college football guy, but Rick, as you listen to our caller from Pittsburgh here, what are your thoughts?
Two thoughts really here. You know, if Antonio Brown still plays Monday night, and this decision came down to John Gruden's decision, basically being the head coach, doesn't that take all power away from Mike Mayock? Does that send the message that Mayock really has no power? And then my second point is there's a lot of chatter out there because 2 years ago, whenever Antonio Brown took that big shot for Vontaze Burfict, and it took him out of the seat, took him out of the game, he got that big concussion. Before that, he was really an eccentric guy, But after that, he's been different. It's like he's got some kind of mental I don't know problems the right word, but like his chemical makeup basically on his decision making and how he acts now after that Vontaze Burfict hit. Maybe he's dealing with some CTE or something now because that was a huge hit he took, and there's some chatter out there after that hit by Vontaze Burfict. He's become a different dude.
Well, CTE you can't test when they're alive, and that's the thing about it. And I'm not downsizing that,
but
I'm not downsizing that at all, but I'm saying we don't know if that's what it is, but maybe he's playing it up. Caller from Pittsburgh, what was your name again?
Mike in Pittsburgh.
Mike, we appreciate you jumping on board and giving us your thoughts on that. But you're absolutely right. But you said you weren't a Pittsburgh fan, so what fan are you?
Well, it's kind of strange because I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan my entire life.
Uh-huh.
But I'm so fed up with the Jerry Jones, Jason Garrett dynamic that I'm not nearly as diehard as I used to be. I just, I love the Cowboys more than anything, but I can't stand those two guys, Garrett and Jerry Jones. And obviously they're the ones in charge, so unfortunately until they're gone somehow, some way, I don't see a bright future for the Cowboys, no matter who they're signing here. I'm not at all sold on Dak Prescott, especially if you're going to pay him $32 million a year. I just think that's a disaster waiting to happen. But over the last few years, I've just learned to appreciate Belichick and Brady so much. I mean, just if you look at history, there's no one at Brady's age, 42, a quarterback in the NFL, that's doing what he's doing. Whether you say it's the rules helping out the quarterbacks or whatever, it's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. And I'm just gravitating, and I'm starting to appreciate more and more what I'm seeing with the Patriots. And I never thought I'd say that because I'm not a Patriots fan at all. But just seeing how these guys come back Belichick and Brady year after year with all the players coming in and out, and every year they're there. It's just actually amazing to me. And I'm 47. I've been following the NFL probably since 1980. And the more I see it, the more I appreciate it. And when Brady leaves the league, it's really going to be, something major. I always said that I thought Joe Montana was the best quarterback I ever saw, and no one would ever compare to him. But what I'm seeing in Brady at his age is really inspiring. I mean, just not what I'm seeing on the football field, but the way he takes care of himself and the way he, runs his life.
Mike, I appreciate you joining us. Join us in the next hour, last half hour of the show here. We're going to be talking with Ed Kracz, beat writer for the Philadelphia Eagles, and we're going to break down the Antonio Brown and the Elliott signing with the Dallas Cowboys. We appreciate you joining us. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Mike from Pittsburgh.
Good talking to you.
Mike from Pittsburgh chimes in on Antonio Brown, and I'm so glad he called. But we're going to get into that in the last half hour here. But he makes a lot of valid points, Rick.
Yeah, he sure does. A lot of great points about the Patriots, and the whole time he was talking about the Patriots, I'm thinking how the Patriots are going to get Antonio Brown for the Raiders for like a 7th-round pick, because you know how Bill Belichick works. He gets the most out of players, and the players in New England aren't getting paid, these high-dollar contracts, other than Tom Brady, who takes less money every year, it seems like, so they can build a team around him. I wouldn't be surprised if they do give up a 6th or 7th-round pick to get Antonio Brown.
You know what? I do not see – I could be wrong here, but they're going to have to we're going to get into this again in the NFL segment here, but, it was almost a fist fight. I mean, there was a lot of things that happened. There was a racist remark that was made. He cannot stay on the Oakland Raiders. He's going to play NFL for someone, and maybe this all gets resolved. But the Raiders made the decision that they're going to suspend him. They have to stick by that. As unpopular of a decision it might be among fans, they have to stick by that. And honestly, if I'm the Raiders, they've already created a legal precedent by giving him that in writing, so that they're trying to position themselves so they can get back that $30 million of guaranteed money. Rick, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. We're going to get into college football with Rick Riggin, our college football contributor. Give us a call, 917-889-8516. Talk college football. We'll be right back right after this.
The Air National Guard is a reserve component of the United States Air Force and serves alongside active-duty Air Force members in times of a national crisis. In addition, the Air Guard serves the state and local community in a wide range of capacities. The reason people join the Air Guard is as diverse as our members and includes such reasons as a deep desire to serve their country, money for college, travel, new job skills, and the pride that goes along with belonging to the greatest military organization in the world. I joined because I felt a calling to serve my country, but I didn't want to be far away from my family, so the Indiana Air National Guard was a perfect fit for me. With over 95 different career opportunities to choose from and 100% paid college tuition to any state-funded college, why not give us a call? Call 1-800-841-3103 or visit online at goang.com to find out more. Again, that's 1-800-841-3103. The Air National Guard, guarding America, defending freedom.
It's double trouble, double the fun at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. See the largest antelope on Earth, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. There's so much to see and do, including the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals. See live educational shows. Feel the excitement. Have your picture taken with a python or cockatoo. Feel the adventure. Shop the Symbol Lodge gift shop with items available from around the globe. Visit the snack bar or picnic facilities. Enjoy a pony or camel ride. Or cheer your favorite porker on to victory in the famous Pork Chop Down. Bring your family to see the